Welcome to the Chris and Larry Show.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Larry, and this is our show, and we hope you enjoy it.
Hey everybody, this is our official introduction to our new YouTube channel, and we just wanted to start off by introducing ourselves.
That's right. So who are we?
Well, I'm Chris.
I'm Larry. So we decided to create this channel, but we're going to start off by giving you a little bit of background on who we are, where we come from.
I didn't come up here to forget who I am and where I come from.
And I guess where we're going and what the goals are. A little background, we were born and raised pretty much in Daphne, Alabama. Kind of moved around a little bit right here on the Gulf Coast, but Daphne's home. It's still home, even though we've, moved around a good bit.
Yeah, we've moved a lot.
Pretty interesting life story.
Yeah, I guess our biggest, life story is that we both lived in Costa Rica for different periods of our lives, but we moved at the same time. You lived there for 2 years?
I was there for 2 years, and you were there for
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
We moved when I was 16 years old. You were 10.
Yeah, I was 10, and I came back when I was 20. So yeah,
right.
10 years.
And I was only there 2 years. I came back when I was 18. But yeah, that's kind of an interesting part of our life, and we've actually done a decent amount of traveling. Christopher got to go through Europe pretty well, and I've been through the Caribbean pretty well. And
where all did you go in the Caribbean?
Man, I've been to San Andreas, which I think you went with us on that one.
I did go with you.
And then, which is a beautiful island off the coast of Nicaragua.
It was gorgeous.
I've been to Grand Cayman and Jamaica and Bahamas, Cozumel, and a few other places. But just really got to experience some cool stuff, and we kind of bring that to our lifestyles now. Mm-hmm. We have a very unique past, and our mom, I guess, is a big part of that. Our mom is Costa Rican, which is why we live there. And she's, when we moved back, we were, like I said, I was 16, but she was there for 17 years after we moved back. And she just moved back, 2 or 3 months ago?
2 or 3 months ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months ago. And so we all live in the same neighborhood now, real close, tight-knit family, and we're thankful for that. But yeah, we've done a lot of different things, and we own a business now. It's called Humdingers Virtual Reality Lounge, and we'll talk to you guys about that a little bit more.
That's actually where we are right now.
Yeah, we're always working, so that's where we are now, which is another very interesting aspect of our lives. But before that, what did we do to get here? What's some of the jobs you've done?
The journey to this point?
Yeah.
So it's been a wild journey.
Yeah.
So we both went to South Alabama. Started college at South Alabama for the same thing. Actually, we both went into mechanical engineering. We started off on mechanical engineering.
All right. Well, let me cut you off there.
Yeah.
Because you're younger than me, believe it or not. So I had jobs way before that. So I'll start there, I guess.
Yeah.
I started in landscaping when I was a kid. A teenager in high school, made a lot of money doing that. I thought I was going to be a millionaire, creating my own landscaping company, and did that happen?
No.
Not at all. So anyway, I went from there. When I got out of high school, I was a delivery driver for electrical supply house. Couldn't make any money there. Became an air conditioning technician with a buddy of mine, and that's the most money I've probably ever made in my life. It was a good job, but it was, pretty brutal work and
hard work, yeah.
Yeah, and so then the housing crisis and all that hit of 2008, and everybody's losing their jobs, and so I ended up landing a job at Lowe's, and I moved up and became a manager of Lowe's. I was there for 5 years, and that's about the time of back to where you were talking about.
Yeah.
We kind of get out of that and go to college together because we're just sick of these, just random jobs that are just spinning your wheels, getting nowhere.
And working for somebody else, you never have that decision to, you never have the freedom to do certain things that
right.
you really just want to do on your normal everyday, or, if you're not feeling well, they still expect you to show up. It's just, there's a lot of things that are normal for a normal job, but if you are your own boss, it makes it a lot easier. So
Yeah, and that was always the goal. But we had dead end jobs, and I mean not dead end jobs. We did good. It's just nothing that's enjoyable, and you only get one life unless we find out later that we get to come back. And right now we only got one life to deal with, so we want to enjoy it. But so at that point we were in college together, University of South Alabama. Go Jags.
Go Jags.
And so you had a job at Jimmy John's first.
Yeah, I worked for Jimmy John's about a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I started off as a delivery driver. Just grunt work, but oddly enough I enjoyed it because I got to drive around and listen to music.
oddly enough, I enjoyed it. He brought home a lot of free food, and we were college students living in the same house. Trying to stay up all night and study physics and math, and
no money. And
no money. So free food was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was good food too.
Christopher's Jimmy John's gig was the best gig he ever had for me. It was an interesting time of our life, and I went through a lot of the math and physics, and I never finished. He swapped over to cinematography, right?
Yeah, after not waking up for the first.
Yeah, we were supposed to walk together to class every morning, 8 o'clock calculus class, and after missing like 37 in a row, he decided it was time to swap over to a degree that had what?
Later.
10 o'clock classes?
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock classes, yeah. Around that time.
He made a few of those, so now it's funny the way things work though. Here we are, years and years later.
Years later.
Cinematography, he's going to be editing these videos for us and things like that, so you never know where you're headed.
You might see a little behind the scenes of me editing.
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing. Life is funny, so what'd you do after that? You had...
So yeah, from there, I worked my way up at Jimmy John's to be a shift manager, and so that was okay. Obviously, you have the more responsibility and a little bit better pay, but honestly, it's not the same. If people have problems, they come to you, which was one of the nice things. Which was one of the nice things about being a delivery driver. If there was anybody upset, there's my manager right there. But
after that, what'd you do?
After that, I worked in insulation. Actually, I installed insulation every day. Go into attics, and it was the loose blow fiberglass insulation. So whether
fiberglass insulation.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember what I was doing around that time?
Yeah, you were also climbing through attics through fiberglass insulation, but not for the same reasons.
Right. I was around that time. I had gotten back into air conditioning, and that was a good job. It was still rough work, but I had a better employer, and it was a lot better at that point, making a lot more money. But I was still going to work every day, climbing through the attics, and we'd both come home with fiberglass all in our arms, and my wife hated it. His girlfriend at the time hated it.
It was just
not ideal. Yeah, it sucked.
So
that's the word. Actually, that's the official word.
That's the official word.
Yeah, it sucked. So we got to the point where we just really wanted to do something else, even if it was less income, but we enjoyed it. Something we could do together. We had this idea that we could make less money together and then grow it into something bigger, and we would just be our own boss.
And we wouldn't hate going to work.
Right, we wouldn't hate what we're doing. That was the goal. So we're fortunate enough that our mom actually was reaching retirement around that time, and she actually invested in us. She offered, and because we had talked about opening a bunch of different kinds of businesses and things like that. And so we're incredibly grateful to our mother who invested and really helped us get this business, Humdingers, going. But like I said, we'll explain all that later, and the situation with that is, it's not a multi-million-dollar situation. She helped us out, and we had to do a lot of the things on our own, but here we are. Right?
Yeah, long journey, but here we are.
Yep, that's right. So, well, not a lot of the things are on, everything on our own. We couldn't afford to even.
Everything.
We couldn't pay contractors. So anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess you want to talk a little bit about Humdingers?
Yeah, let's talk about Humdingers.
Okay.
I guess let's start from the beginning where we kind of started. Well, while we talk, we're probably going to be throwing up some pictures and stuff for you guys to kind of see the whole build out, all the work we put into this place. Because there's a lot of people that don't believe us when we tell them that we've done everything ourselves. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy, really, when you look back. Even for us, I mean, we look back at the pictures, and it's been a journey.
It's been a wild journey.
Yeah. So, what was the original idea? This is the business that we do every day.
Yeah.
It's what we're very fortunate to have, in our lives every day. This is what our mom funded for us to help us kind of get started, and it's grown and turned into a brand, and it's kind of a lifestyle business, and we have a loyal following now. So anyway, what is it?
Well, I guess we started off because we always wanted to work for ourselves, really, be our own bosses. But we started talking about a restaurant, and then we went into air conditioning, I think we talked about.
Yeah, because I used to do it, so we thought about starting our own air conditioning.
We'll do that.
And then we remembered the fiberglass and backed out of that.
Yeah, immediately said nope. And so I kept coming up, and I'd be like, hey man, how about we start a virtual reality arcade? And at first, my idea was an arcade.
Right.
And I was like, what if we start a virtual reality arcade? What if we start it? And
I was not a fan.
Well, and you had never even tried VR at that point.
Yeah, I hadn't tried VR, didn't know much about it. He grew up playing video games. I played video games, but not near like he did. I just kind of played at them. I played the common, Mario and Madden and NBA and all those kind of games. Just
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye and stuff like that. But not a hardcore gamer, just to kind of goof off on the weekends.
But from there, I kept insisting, man, you gotta come try it. You gotta come try it. You'll change your mind. And so finally, I think I even offered to cut your grass. I was just
it's kind of desperate. So I went over there to his house. We all live in the same neighborhood, like I was saying earlier, and just went over one day when I had some time, and I put the headset on, and I, didn't really know what to expect. I thought it'd be cool, but that's about it. There's a lot of things cool in this world with all the tech, so I figured it'd be about as cool as a robot vacuum, which now we both have, so I can't.
Yeah, and we love it. So
so I put it on, and I went from putting it on and saying, man, this is kind of stupid, to putting it on, and a few seconds later just seeing the visuals and the depth of the 3D environment, and I said, man, we're going to make a lot of money. And so that's when it clicked, and it has been a struggle because we're in South Alabama. You have to educate the public.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we opened up in a really high-end mall, and nobody even knew what we did for a living. That's hard when you have to pay a lot of money in rent every month, and nobody's coming through the door.
Yeah, now things are becoming a little bit more, VR is becoming a little bit more mainstream.
Yeah, nationwide.
Knowing what it is. Especially thanks to movies like Ready Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player One.
The show Sword Art Online. That kind of stuff kind of helped us out because people were like, oh, this is just like that. It's like, yeah, basically.
And a lot of people, they watched Ready Player One, and I think it was a big movie, but I think the reason it didn't go bigger is because a lot of people thought it was kind of far-fetched. Mm-hmm. And there's far-fetched parts of the movie, but they watched that, and they're like, yeah, okay, that's cool, but it'll never get to that extent. And then they walk through the front door of our business, and they look around, and they're like, oh. There it is. it does exist, and we're getting close. We have stations all over, and you literally put the headgear on, and you go into another dimension for as long as you want. So yeah, it's a really cool business. We're adding a food service. We named it Humdingers Virtual Reality Lounge, not arcade, because we knew that it had to have more, right? I mean, more than just headsets.
Yeah, my like I said, my initial thought was an arcade, but it wasn't thinking too much further from that, and that's why we worked great together, because he came up with other plans that really helped Humdingers become just an arcade, just a basic arcade, to Humdingers, the lounge. That
Yeah,
people come to love.
kind of rounded business, but we do work good together. We have like the opposite strengths, literally, and sometimes that causes us to butt heads. But the technology in this place would never work if it wasn't for Christopher. Christopher's almost known in the area for being like the VR guy because there's people that have come in and wanted us to build computers.
Yeah.
There's people that's gotten headsets at their house and they want him to come fix it because it's broken. And you know, sorry guys, we're not in the service repair business for VR headsets. So Christopher's really good at what he does. You know, I have more of a, I guess, abstract thinking mind, and I handle the business side of it. So yeah, we're doing a lot of things. We've got a full apparel line.
Yep.
We're literally drinking out of our own mugs, Humdinger mugs, and you know, you can actually, if you care to shop Humdingers apparel, you can go to www.humdingersvr.com
and click on the little thing that says merchandise.
Yeah, check out the merchandise. No, seriously,
shameless plug right there.
That's right. But in all seriousness, people are buying our apparel online now.
Yeah.
You know, all the time, and you know, we never thought it'd get to this point, but it's really cool that it is. And we still, what people like is that we're the owners. We built it ourselves with our bare hands. It took a long time, a lot of work, but we're still here, and we literally come to work every day.
Yeah.
We've got to the point where, you know, we do have some pretty good employees that cover the weekends for us, and we're very thankful.
Yeah.
Because we both have families. But we're here every day. Monday through Friday, we're here. Open to close, it's us. And they love that. They can come in and talk to us.
We've had a lot of people walk in the door and they're like, you know, who owns this place? And we're like, we do.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, you're
talking to us? Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people bail off on their own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they collapse. You know, you get a year in and you think, okay, I'm, you know, Mr. Big Stuff, and you kind of walk out and only come in once a week or something, and the business collapses. So, no, that's what we do, and you know, it's been a crazy ride. You'll see the pictures as they start, or as they keep rolling through. That
we've done everything.
We literally did everything. We hired one electrician because that was the only contractor we hired through the entire build-out process, because, you know, legally some electrical work needs to be done by a licensed electrician.
Because we had to.
And so we did. We followed the rules and had him come in. But everything else, we tore out what? And you'll see them in the pictures. But we tore out the ceiling of this place. We laid every stitch of flooring. We built walls. We tore out walls. We built this bar countertop from scratch that we're sitting here at, which is really cool. You'll probably see in some of our videos later. It is a legitimate comic book cover with resin. And we have people now stop by just because people are talking about our bar.
Of the bar. Yeah.
We have people come by and they're like, man, somebody told me about your bar top. I want to look at it. And they come in and just look at the comics under the resin. And so, you know, things like that are really unique and really cool about what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we're excited to get food service going. Mm-hmm. And that'll really take us to the next level. We'll grow this into more of, what's the goal? We're going to go towards like a esports bar?
Yeah. So we have plans to finish out the food, obviously get that done. We want people to be able to come eat.
Like a full restaurant?
Not like a.
Oh, not here, but if we grow. In the future.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
We're too small. Our place is too small.
Yeah, the location right here is too small for a full restaurant. But yeah, we would like to grow eventually to have a full restaurant, kind of a full bar, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
And then also we would like to have, because he's starting to get into more of esports being an actual sport now. And he's starting to recognize that there's a lot more than just they're playing video games, you know. So
well, I realize that it takes a real talent, because now I play some really competitive games with him, and it's difficult, you know. And you got to acknowledge the talent that these other people have, in order to not just to play. It's not just a regular game. You're trying to win, right? And in order to win, you have to have a legitimate level of talent. And so it is a sport. It's just an electronic version of sports. And that's why they call it esports. And what's the fastest growing sport in the world? Believe it or not. Esports.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So imagine.
During the pandemic, it was kind of the only sport.
It was the only sport, yeah. for sure. Even NASCAR, y'all go look it up. NASCAR was an esport for a while. They went virtual completely.
They went used what, iRacing, I think.
Yeah. And the real NASCAR drivers were competing in a virtual forum. So that's really unique. And imagine a place in the future, but that's what we're building to, where you can go in. Parents that have no interest in this stuff can sit down at the bar or at a restaurant table and watch, the Super Bowl or the national championship, golf, whatever they want, real sports. And then the kids also have screens everywhere. They can watch, Fortnite tournaments and CSGO tournaments.
Yeah, League of Legends tournaments, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All of it mixed in together. There's no reason to separate it. That's what we think, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
A sport is a sport, talent's talent. Mix it all together where the older generation and the new generation can all come together. Throw some pool tables in there.
Well, the thing is, it's gotten to a point where whether you believe esports are a sport or not, I mean, they're showing esports tournaments on ESPN.
Over the air, regular TV.
Yeah, ESPN.
And ESPN, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so
ESPN literally had Ninja on its cover, on the cover of its magazine, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
As athlete of the year.
Yeah, it's insane. But I think we both agree that that's the direction we're headed for Humdingers.
Yeah,
it's a big sports bar, a lot of fun, a mix of everything for everybody. You can get real food that's not just cheesy bar food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, legitimate cuisine. Real mixed drinks. Just a good place to hang out. We'll continue to do birthday parties. We do that, a ton of those now. So that's what Humdingers is. And Humdingers is the foundation that gives us the ability to do the Chris and Larry show. Mm-hmm. The Chris and Larry show would not exist without Humdingers.
Yeah. Man, actually, surprisingly, it's been one of the biggest requested things from us. People coming in and they're like, "Man, you guys should start a YouTube channel."
Yeah.
And we just kind of started talking about it. We're like, what? Why not? Let's do it.
Well, right. And we've talked about it forever, but when you're building the business, you don't have time. And we still don't really have time, but we're going to make time because, like I said, we have employees now that really helps us out. Before, we ran this business 7 days a week, open to close for a year. And it was exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
But, we got to this point. And so now, that's what I was saying. Humdingers is the foundation that allows us to do this. The Chris and Larry show will not be about Humdingers. But it gives us the ability to go do what we want.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you want to explain the Chris and Larry show?
Yeah.
Break into that a little bit?
Yeah, we can break into what the Chris and Larry show will be and what we'll be doing.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the Chris and Larry show a little bit.
Yeah.
What it is, why we're starting it really, and what are we going to do? We've talked about a few things.
We've talked about a lot of stuff, but I think mainly we're going to focus on philanthropy kind of stuff. We want to be able to give back to the community that's been so great to us.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that you and I actually will watch all the time. We love people giving, to people in need or
right.
that kind of stuff. So
volunteering,
all that
stuff.
all that kind of stuff. And when we start the philanthropy as the channel grows, we want to kind of go crazy with it. We really
we're going to grow it pretty. It's going to be pretty wild. This is us just sitting here introducing ourselves and our lives and everything. This is not your standard video, but we do think there's value. People want to know who they're subscribing to, why there's value there, what's their story, where'd they come from. So that's what this video is. So what else are we going to do? Philanthropy and trying to give back? What else?
Philanthropy, trying to give back. We'll probably do reviews, product reviews, service reviews, whatever we decide to review.
Yeah, actually I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Service reviews, that's a great one because there's been a few things we've actually signed on to recently. We're just kind of mind blown at these new companies coming out. Every day there's a new tech company. And so we won't give that away yet, but I agree. Some service reviews, tech reviews, anything that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
Maybe those robot vacuums we talked about. Yeah.
I've already got my eye on one.
Yeah, they really. We both. I was joking earlier, but we both have robot vacuums now. We love them. They've revolutionized our house with clean floors 24/7. So anyway, what else? Product reviews.
So
how-to videos.
Yeah, like how-to videos as well, and not necessarily on a specific thing, not necessarily on tech or whatever. It can be anything we decide is valuable for people to you might want to learn. So
yeah, I've got a lot of experience in the trades, and I think there's value in making a fairly short video to explain how to do something that could save people a lot of money.
You're really good at doing stuff with your hands and building stuff.
Yeah, you can do a lot of reviews on
I'm like
tech.
Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Yeah, so I agree. So Christopher can do a lot of reviews on any computer and tech and some of the softwares that he's going to use, maybe anything like that. And the Chris and Larry Show, like we said, is going to be a broad spectrum channel. A lot of crazy stuff, but a lot of good stuff and a lot of useful stuff.
And actually, we talk about this, and we have a few things in mind. But if there's anything that you guys would like to see, like review,
absolutely,
or
specific
like
products,
that,
like let us know.
Let us know.
We'll try to go get it if we don't have it, or see if we can get a company to shoot us one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. That would be awesome. I like watching reviews on YouTube. Myself, if I'm going to order, a new camera, or if we're going to order anything for the lounge, we always, you can find it on YouTube and you watch it and see what they like about it and what they don't. And that's just, to me, that's huge.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's how I buy everything now.
Yeah, exactly. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
So, and I find a lot of value in short, no nonsense like reviews.
Yeah.
I don't want this long drawn out. I don't even care about unboxings. I really don't. A lot of people love unboxings. I could care less. Now we may do some unboxings, but just because it's something that we feel might be necessary. But for me personally, I want to see them tear the box open, charge it if it's a product, show me what it does, and tell me if you like it and why you like it.
Yeah, unless the unboxing of something is just absolutely crazy, we probably just won't do.
Yeah, we just want people to know what's good and bad about something.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to do?
I know you and I are both gamers, so that's bound to hit.
Yeah, we'll have some.
That's bound to bleed into your Chris and Larry show. So
for sure, we are in a gaming lounge every day, Humdingers, and so yeah, we'll definitely roll some.
Yeah, it'll be anything from computer gaming. We play multiplayer all the time, or VR stuff. We might just stream some VR stuff here.
Oh yeah, we got some good VR stuff we could show you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So.
What else?
We can do some social experiments.
That'd be fun.
We kind of like, we like that. Nothing, I don't like these social experiments where they go out and they test the limits of police officers and do stuff that's annoying. We're not like that. We're gonna do really interesting stuff that
I like
kind
the
of
stuff,
proves things wrong or right.
I like the stuff that proves like there's good in the world.
Right, I agree. Can we determine that this still exists, and we're going to test it, right? That's the stuff we like. What else? This beard might be part of it. You think so?
I hope so.
Yeah, we've talked about some interesting things with the beard, and
I don't have mine at the moment. I have my mustache going on now, but
yeah, we won't let that cat out of the bag yet, but there may be something to the beard other than just gorgeous looks.
It's badass and super cool.
Badass and super cool.
Just badass and super cool.
So I guess that's what Humdingers. I'm here every day. That's what the Chris and Larry show is going to be, and we're really excited to get started. This is like I said, our first video, so we're going to jump right into the next videos. Are going to be the actual videos of what we're doing for the channel. So is that it? We're going to finish up the videos. I mean, the pictures that have been rolling.
Yeah. So this whole time we've probably been putting up all kind of pictures by now. But yeah, just pictures and maybe little videos of building out the location, because I mean it was a very intense process, basically.
Very, very intense. That's the right word. So
we went from this being a normal office building, normal place, to having this basically completed in 2 months.
Yeah, we gutted it basically.
Yeah, basically gutted and rebuilt it to what we needed in about 2 months. So
yeah,
which was insane. So
yeah. Well, we hope you jump on board and stick with us for the ride. We've got a lot of people that follow us for Humdingers, but this is going to be a new chapter of our life. And follow us along the way with the Chris and Larry Show. And
follow us on social media. We have basically all of it: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube so that you always get the notification when we put a new video out. And we appreciate your support, and we will catch you on the next one.
See y'all later.